do you have for Virgo, please? Spirit, what messages do you have for Virgo, please? Spirit, what messages do you have for Virgo, please? Okay, one more time. Spirit, what messages do you have for Virgo, please? Okay, Virgo, for your recent past, you have death and rebirth, the Six of Swords, and the Four of Cups. I can see that a lot of you are struggling letting go of a situation with the Four of Cups here. I feel you went through a lot of changes. I feel these are very difficult, but you're working through them with the Six of Swords. I feel you're getting through it. I feel I'm kind of feeling that some of you had to leave someone behind. Or you feel like you're leaving someone behind. And this could be many different things. Maybe some of you just moved and you're going to miss the people, that you live near, your family and your friends. A relationship could have ended. But this is, I feel, a big kind of transformative period in your life with death and rebirth. This is something that is almost, you knew would happen. I feel like this is just that time in your life, or it just kind of came to a point in your life where you had to make these changes. I feel for some of you something wasn't working, or you just weren't happy where you were or where you were at in life. I feel a lot of you, what I'm kind of hearing is I feel a lot of you want to do better at something. Whether this is, you want a better relationship, you want a better career, you want better friends, a healthier environment to live in. I feel even though this is going to be a good change for your life, it's taking you on a completely new path. I feel a lot of you have moved. As part of these changes, it was just one of the things you changed. It was your location. But I feel that you're missing someone, or you're feeling lonely. Maybe where a lot of you moved to, you're alone now. You don't have friends or family around, or now you're single and you're adjusting to that. You feel a little lonely. But with the rainbow here, I do feel a lot of you are going to find your happiness. It's almost like you're feeling kind of just mixed emotions. You're sad and you're feeling a little lonely, but yet you're excited. I feel a lot of you are excited about the changes that you're expecting. You expect a lot of positive change. It just might take time, but you're having a positive attitude. I kind of feel like that's what the Four of Cups is that you're going to be happier soon. You're working toward that, and it's attainable. And I feel a lot of you, it's just a lot to kind of take in. I feel a lot of things changed at once. Where you lived, who you were around. Maybe you were close to family, now you're not. Maybe now you're single. I feel a lot of things changed for a lot of you at the same time, and it almost feel like in a blink of an eye, your whole life was different. And sometimes that takes time to adjust to. But I feel a lot of you are excited, but yet scared at the same time. But I think more excited. In your present, you have the Knight of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Three of Swords. So I like seeing the Hierophant in the center of your reading because, like I said, a lot of you are excited about this new path you're on. I feel a lot of you are feeling a lot more alive and energized, and a lot more positive is what I'm getting. I feel with the Knight of Pentacles, a lot of you really want to focus on your career now. I feel like because you have more time now, I feel because whatever it was that you left behind, I do feel it was a relationship, or maybe a lot of you went through a divorce, that you're able to focus on your needs and your wants, and without guilt and without blame being placed on you because maybe you're neglecting something else or someone else. Or I feel with the Three of Swords, I do feel a lot of you are really still I keep feeling like there's two sides. Like I feel one moment a lot of you feel great and positive, and the next minute you just start crying. I feel a lot of you, like I said, you're going through this transformative period in your life, this growing period, but it hurts. These are like growing pains, like soul growing pains, your spirit. You're letting a lot of stuff go. I feel, but I feel that's what you're struggling with, is letting go of like your safe place where you came from, you know, that relationship or that home or that town you lived in, or and I feel sometimes it just kind of hits you really hard. I do feel this is for those of you that I feel some of you went through a really hard breakup or divorce, and even though you are doing amazing fighting through this pain, sometimes it really just kind of takes you down, you know, like you're doing good, you're working hard, you're trying to do everything, but you feel like it's just never enough. Like I feel a lot of you feel like you're never going to stop feeling this pain, but you're working through this, and you're going to find your happiness. The Hierophant is in the center of your reading, so I feel like Spirit is saying you're doing the right thing, you're on the right path, you're going to heal. And with the Knight of Pentacles here, I feel a lot of you are just very determined to not go back. I do feel like for a lot of you, it is probably even an option. I feel for some of you, that's what hurts a lot of you. Is that I feel someone from your past, for those of you that this is a relationship, I feel they hurt you really bad, and you knew you had to leave, even though you love them, because maybe they just didn't respect you, they didn't treat you right, maybe there was cheating involved, or just whatever it was, it just, you weren't happy. I feel that this person would take you back, but I feel it's because they're the ones that caused the pain. So why wouldn't they take you back? You know, you didn't do anything to hurt them. And this hurts a lot of you because you just want to be able to let go of them, but I feel knowing that they want you back, or they would take you back, or maybe willing now that you restarted your life, it really hurts a lot of you because it makes you feel weaker because you love them. And you're still not healed yet from what they did. And then with them saying, oh, hey, come back, you know, I still love you, it's just like a stab in the heart. But what I see with the Knight of Pentacles and the Hierophant, I feel all of you are determined to stay on this path that you're on. And I feel like Spirit is saying that this is a good path for you. You know, it shows this person kind of walking towards this path. And look how happy this person looks. You just haven't maybe reached that level of happiness that you want to feel. But with determination, you're going to get there. And I feel it will be the end of this Three of Wands. And we will clarify, this could be, you know, also pain shared somewhere else or with someone else. In your near future, you have the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. See, what I see right here, this is two people who I feel are mad at each other in a way, are angry that the other one doesn't see the other one's point of view. You guys, I feel, had a hard time communicating, and you still do. You did when you were together, and I feel you still do. I feel with the Four of Pentacles, Virgo, I feel you feel like you just want to protect your heart. Protect the things you've been working on. You've been having some success, but like I said, I feel this healing is going to take time. I feel this was a very big heartbreak. I feel someone has remorse. I feel with the King of Swords, which you could have been with an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I feel this person, because I feel that this is your energy, Virgo, because it's looking in the same direction as the Four of Pentacles. So I feel like this is where your mind is going, is protection mode. You want your security. And this person's just kind of, I feel they feel regret, but I feel they're kind of angry. Maybe angry you left, angry you didn't forgive them. I feel this person the person you were with, your husband, your ex-husband or wife, or whoever this was, they expected forgiveness. Whether I feel if they deserved it or not, they just felt that what they did, whatever it was, or however they treated you, it's justified somehow in their mind. Or they feel they justified it to you. But they feel like you're not listening. Which you're not. You don't want to hear it because you don't want to forgive them yet. You're not, or maybe ever. I feel that what you feel, what they did, and how much they hurt you is unforgivable, because if you forgive them, what if they do it again? I feel that's what you're afraid of, because that's why you're protecting yourself, and you're looking away. It's like you don't want this right now. You're in a kind of a very vulnerable state because you're so heartbroken over whatever they did. Maybe they just walked out on you and they're just like, hey, you can come back, like it's almost like, I'm ready, willing to take you back now. And they just kind of, I feel they expect things a lot. They don't, it's almost like whatever they say, they just expect you to go along with it. Is kind of that mentality that they have. But, you think for yourself. You're the Queen of Swords energy. You're a very independent thinker. And you're going to come back if you feel it's right, not because they expect you to. You're going to forgive them if you feel they deserve to be forgiven, and you want to do that for your own well-being and move on. But even if you do forgive them, I don't know, maybe you don't want to go back because it's going to take a lot of time to heal. So I feel even if you did take them back eventually or forgive them, I feel like it's going to be a while. But I do feel this person expects you to come back when they ask you to come back. And I'm not getting that this is like a overbearing, like controlling in a controlling way. It's like, I feel it's a very casual way, like, well, but I want you to come back. It's almost like they don't think past what they want. Well, I miss you. They're not really considering your feelings. It's like, well, I miss you. I want you to come back. So where are you? It's like, well, why don't you ask me how I feel about that? Why don't you ask me if I want to come back? Do I feel you deserve to have me back? They don't, it's almost like they're completely, that's why I feel like it's not a controlling or arrogant. It's almost like they're so unaware that they do this. And I'm not making excuses. I just can really feel this energy. This person, like, they're just really, like, so nonchalant about it. Like, well, yeah, I know I broke your heart, but I miss you now. So, when are you going to be here? But yes, you never said you were. They're not considering what you're going through. And that hurts you even more, because it's like they don't acknowledge your pain. And that makes me sad. So let's clarify. Spirit, what is death and rebirth for Virgo's recent past, please? Spirit, what is death and rebirth for Virgo's recent past, please? The Emperor, the Queen of Swords, and the Three of Wands. It's funny, lots of times clarifying death and rebirth, I get the three. I'm sorry, hold on, my computer's gonna die. I do this every time. Sorry about that. I feel like the Three of Wands comes out with death and rebirth a lot because it's waiting for something to change. And it doesn't. So I feel it's almost like the universe or spirit kind of causes this or pushes us a little bit. Or we just finally decide it. I feel sometimes pain can be a big motivator. You get to that breaking point where you just can't take it anymore. And I feel some of you were. I do feel for some of you. I do feel your person did leave you too. But I feel a lot of you also. It's different for everyone. The pain is the same. Because you have the Emperor and the Queen of Swords as well, clarifying death and rebirth. I feel a lot of you did cut this person out. Left your person. But I feel for a lot of you too, they left. But I feel those of you that left, it was almost like it was basically over, because if this was an affair or someone did something such a big betrayal, it was almost like you still see it as they ended it. You left because whatever they did, it ended it to you. But I feel they don't see it that way. Because of the fact they don't see it as so bad, because they're not considering how you feel. They're not considering your feelings. They're thinking of their feelings, how I feel. I miss you. I want you back. I'm hurting because you're not here. And I don't even feel like you guys are getting angry about this. I feel like it's hurting you more because it's almost like you're invisible. Like it doesn't matter what you've gone through or what they put you through. And how can they have any remorse or regret or feel like they owe you an apology, an explanation, if they don't even acknowledge it? And I feel that makes a lot of you feel very alone. And you love this person, so you just want them to know how you feel, to acknowledge it, to hurt for hurting you. This isn't about revenge. It's just about considering you. And if they loved you, you feel that it would hurt them if they knew how much pain you were in. But I feel that this person kind of avoids it because it would hurt them. They don't want to acknowledge what they put you through because they would have to by acknowledging it, it would hurt them. So this person's really, really good at avoidance, but that's hurting you more, and it's just causing them more things to avoid. They avoid what they did. They avoid that they're hurting you now. They're avoiding the fact that they're avoiding what happened. So it's like this person is just building up this huge thing that they're trying to ignore, but it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's pushing you further away. You're not going to come back until they acknowledge what they did. And you can see that it hurts them, that you're in pain, because if they love you, it would, And I feel that would heal all of you, is acknowledging and saying, I'm so sorry that I caused you pain, and it breaks my heart to see you cry. It breaks my heart to know that I caused you that much pain. I feel that would heal you. Whether you come back or not, you could move on or come back and maybe start over and feel that at least they are considerate enough to put themselves out there and say, this was my fault. So Spirit, what is the Six of Swords for Virgo's recent past, please? The Four of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the Lovers. So a lot of you did leave a husband or a wife, or they left you. This happened pretty quickly. I feel whatever happened, you guys separated very quickly after. You left quickly after, and I do feel that up to this point, the relationship wasn't that bad, or wasn't that I'm feeling a lot of problems. I feel someone, whatever this doesn't just have to be about, cheating, a third party. I mean, the Three of Swords did come out, but which could be heartbreak from that. But I do get whatever this betrayal was. Someone could have left for somebody else, and then after that didn't work out, then they say, hey, come back. Because I do feel someone really casually just said, after you uprooted your whole life and made so many changes and it was hard for you, they so casually just said, hey, I'm single again, you want to come back? Or I'm willing to get back together. Can you come? Can you be here next week? It's like that casual, like, just, excuse me, kind of just, you're confused. Like, you can't be this, just, I don't even know what word to use. It's just, I keep hearing avoiding that I can't. In a way, it's just, it's funny. They avoid it. They don't acknowledge it to you, but they do. They know. They're kind of suppressing it because it would hurt them, but they won't own up to it, And with the Lovers here, yeah, I do feel you guys have a very strong connection, and I feel you were very in love with each other. And the only reason I say were is because I don't know if you're still in love with them. I feel that you guys were at one time, but I feel a lot of things changed because of the way, their lack of, like I said, of acknowledging. And sorry to keep repeating myself, but I feel like that's the biggest message here. If your person, and I hope maybe some of you watching is the person that realizes maybe you need to, if you're a cross watcher, or if it's just you, Virgo, and this, story switches and it's you, just maybe acknowledge your person's hurting so much and show them that it hurts you that they're hurting, and say you're sorry. If this is you wondering why your person won't come back, they don't feel that you see them and see their pain that you caused. For those of you that the energies are switched. So let's see. So Spirit, what is the Knight of Pentacles? I'm not sure who this energy is. Spirit, what is the Knight of Pentacles for Virgo's present, please? Spirit, what is the Knight of Pentacles for Virgo's present? The Sun, the Five of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. Again, I do feel for a lot of you, your person, they get what they want. They kind of get their way a lot. I feel this person, that's why they're so casual. Like, they don't think they have to try very hard to get you back. I feel things come easy to this person for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe just in business, with friends, just they're good at... I don't feel they're manipulating. I don't feel in the way they get their way by manipulating people. I feel they're charming. And I feel they're very charismatic. I feel for a lot of you, your person, and the reason I say this is that with the Knight of Pentacles, it's usually someone who's very determined for something. But I feel the way I just keep seeing this differently. Like he's just kind of walking casually, like, yeah, I have all this. It's like, but I don't have to do anything. It's like it just kind of follows me. Like I feel they're very lucky. Like luck just follows them, or they're used to getting what they want, so they're used to not having to work too hard for it. Maybe they grew up very spoiled, everything handed to them. So, like, I want that, mom and dad, okay, and then they just kind of grew up, and maybe with you, they're like, hey, I want you back, and they expect you to say, okay. But, things are different now, they're an adult. They need to own up to their responsibilities and take responsibility for their actions. And I feel this person, for some of you, they did grow up very spoiled. I do feel like you do make your person happy. That's why they want you back. They're not as happy with you not there. There's the Five of Pentacles. I feel that's why they want you to come back, because you made them happy. With the Hierophant here, I feel since you left on to try to make these changes in your life because you feel you needed to start over after you feel this, basically your relationship was over before you left. They're feeling lonely since you went, on this new path in your life, because I feel like it took you away from them, but that's what you wanted, to get away from them, or maybe those that left you still wanted to put more distance in between the two of you because it would help you heal. I feel feeling far away. But the Hierophant came out twice, so I do feel like whatever you're doing, this is healthy for you. I'm starting to feel more and more that this is your person's heartbreak because they're the ones that are out in the Five of Pentacles energy. I feel they're waiting for you to come back. I feel like them just letting you know that they want you back. And again, this is not in an arrogant way. This is just how they are. They usually get what they want, and all they have to do is say they want it. I feel like they told you, hey, I miss you. I want you to come back. I feel they didn't apologize, because by apologizing, they're acknowledging they did something wrong. And I feel it was a very short conversation or a short text message or something. And I feel they're just kind of waiting, like, well, yeah, I told them I wanted them back, so they're going to be knocking on my door any day. So I do feel a very spoiled energy. Whether, like I said, this roots from their childhood, or they just are very lucky and things just kind of always happen for them. They always kind of get what they want with minimal effort, I feel. Maybe they're very intelligent. I feel a lot of it is just with business as well, but just the way they work with people just kind of always do what they want. But it's not a manipulating thing. I feel people want to. I don't know what this is. I feel it's a lot to do with the fact that they're charming. I know that sounds very superficial, like not just good looking, attractive, but they're just really charismatic. I feel they have an energy that draws people in. And it kind of just, people like to be around them, so they kind of do what they want and do things for them, so they would want them around. So this person is a very popular kind of person to where people are very drawn. So I feel that's why they kind of act in the way they do to you, because they've always kind of gotten what they want, and they want you. So they don't think past that, but I want you. I want you back. But I don't feel like a lot of you are going back, because I still feel with the Hierophant in the center of your reading, you're still on this path of healing. I don't feel any of you want to go back until you're healed to see how you feel then. Because I feel a lot of you haven't quite reached that level of happiness on your own that you want to attain before ever getting in a relationship again with anybody else, especially them, because you know what they're capable of. Which, I guess anybody could break your heart that you're in love with, but this was like really hurtful, especially after the fact of the resisting acknowledging it. So Spirit, what is the Three of Swords for Virgo's present, please? Spirit, what is the Three of Swords for Virgo's present, please? And the Two of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Fool. I feel like your person's starting to realize Well, I feel that they know they pushed you on this path with the Two of Wands, where it's about getting out of your comfort zone. They pushed you so much by hurting you that it pushed you to be a lot stronger, and it changed you a lot. You know, you had death and rebirth. This really changed how a lot of you think and communicate your love language. You have more boundaries now. You have higher expectations now, because I feel like the fact that this person has not said sorry, they haven't acknowledged it, it's not acceptable to you anymore. And I feel your person, I do feel this is their heartbreak, because you're building your confidence up, and you're still, like I said, you're still on this path. You have confidence in yourself that you're going to reach that level of happiness, and that level just in your life. You're leveling up for you, just for yourself. You're not doing this for your ex. You're not doing this to get anybody back, or to rub it in someone's face, or for revenge, out of resentment. This is for the right reasons. This is pure. This is to heal. And if you're going to prove anything to anybody, it's going to be yourself. And you're healing. You're healing. The Four of Swords. You're recuperating. You're sleeping better now. I feel a lot of you you're not crying at night as much. Like, I feel the past isn't keeping you awake at night anymore. I really feel so. You're feeling a lot more revived and energetic. And I feel a lot of you, as much as pain as you're in, you want to keep experiencing these new things. I feel a lot of you are really feeling really distanced from your person, which you are. I feel a lot of you did move further away from them, but I feel a lot of you are really drawn more to the unknown, to new experiences, than going back. I feel the more you heal, the more you're looking forward, and the more your past person is becoming less and less on your mind, less and less affects you. And I feel the more you heal, the more energy you've been having, the more confidence you're getting, the more things you're going after. I feel a lot of you are trying new things. So even though I feel that your person is really, it's almost as if your pain is being transferred to them as you heal, and your pain is less, their pain is growing. And I don't want to say it's karma, but it could be. Because they caused you this pain. And if they would have just apologized and acknowledged it, I feel a lot of you would have come back. They weren't hurting. They didn't think everything was going to be fine. Because like I said, when they wanted you back, they thought you would eventually show up. But the longer you stay away, and the more you keep pushing yourself to grow. Like I said, these are like growing pains spiritually and emotionally. This has been very hurtful, but you're getting stronger as you're healing. But the more you heal, it's almost like your pain's being transferred to them, and they're being forced by spirit. I feel is helping you heal, is them to now they're feeling what they caused you, and that's all you ever wanted. Not that you're wishing this on them, but all you ever wanted was them to acknowledge that they caused you this, and to feel something, and to show you. That would have helped you heal, but since you had to heal on your own, it's almost like your pain's being transferred, and now they're being forced to feel it. They wouldn't acknowledge and choose to do that. They avoided it, but the universe and spirit knows where they are. You know, they know where your pain was rooted from, and for you to get rid of it, I feel, and to heal, they needed to feel it. And I do kind of feel there was some kind of, that divine intervention, or just some kind of, maybe your prayers were answered. I feel a lot of you prayed for your pain to go away, and I feel that it did, but it was transferred to them, and I feel now they're going to be forced to feel what you feel, and you're healed. They will heal. And I know that you weren't wishing this, and I'm not saying, oh, I'm so glad they're hurting, but the thing is that maybe they needed to feel something. Maybe this will help them grow and be able to acknowledge other people's feelings other than their own, because I feel that they were a bit shallow. And I feel this is for their own good, to be honest. I feel that this pain you went through, and healing through that, made you grow into such a stronger person. And to be honest, I feel, and so it did something that came out positive for you. You made that. I feel it's going to do the same for your person, and they are just devastated. The further away you got, the more confidence they knew you had, the more things you were achieving in your life. They're like, man, I'm losing him or her more and more every day that they don't come back. They were finally acknowledging, wow, did I do something? And they had to start looking at themselves. And they didn't like it. They didn't like that reflection. But they just soaked up all that pain. Having to look in the mirror. It was there. They had to look at themselves face to face. And I really do feel this is going to make this person a way more well-rounded person. Maybe a little less spoiled. And I do feel once they can deal with this heartbreak from really knowing that they are the ones that ended this relationship with because of their avoidance. You're going to get that apology, and it's going to be the most heartfelt apology. I can feel how powerful this person is going to cry when they apologize too. Because they're going to say, I can't believe I hurt you that bad. I know your pain. And when they say that, they mean it. This was kind of forced on them. But the pain they're feeling was the pain you had. Like I said, it was transferred to them. And that's all you ever wanted, for them to feel what they caused you. Not that you wanted them to hurt. You just wanted them to acknowledge what you were going through. That's it. And you know what? When they say, I feel your pain, they literally mean it. And I feel you're going to get a deep, deep apology. And it's going to really come from a place of really understanding. And I do still feel like they would still take you back even after that. I feel like it's going to take them even longer than you to heal, though, to be honest. I do feel there's a possibility of a reconciliation for a lot of you, because this person had to really love you for it to hurt them this much. Even if this pain was transferred from you to them, with the universe somehow helping you heal and to helping this person wake up out of their shallow existence, out of their spoiled existence. I do feel once you're both healed, I feel there's something between the two of you. Even for your pain to be able to be transferred, because I know that might sound weird to you, but I really do feel that's what they're feeling, was your exact pain. I do feel like a lot of you are going to reconcile. And of course it's up to you, but I do feel there's something between the two of you, something very powerful, even though it's painful. That's why it's painful, because it's very powerful, So, yin and yang, right? One wouldn't exist without the other, I guess. Spirit, what is the King of Swords for Virgo's near future? Okay, clarifying the King of Swords, you have the King of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. I feel while you were separated, I feel this is after you both heal. I feel your person realizes, I feel this is how they looked at themselves. Like, man, I was just an ass, I feel they looked at themselves like, how could I feel that they have a hard time looking in the mirror. I feel that they have a hard time expressing themselves to you, admitting all their faults, all their wrongs, because they see them now. I feel they're ashamed. Sorry, sometimes it takes time for words to come to me. They feel very ashamed, but they've changed. They really have. Going through that heartbreak, it changed you too. Made you very strong. But it changed them. I feel that they have done a lot of self-work. Their shadow work. I feel like they are a lot deeper, a deeper thinker, a deeper feeler. They're not so shallow. I keep hearing shallow. They know they were spoiled. They acted spoiled. They acted entitled to you, entitled to things. Because like I said, things came easy for them. Whatever reason why, and however that worked in their life, they've changed. I can feel the energies change. Like they think things, they're a lot deeper of a thinker. They really try to question. They question things. They're seeking knowledge to be a better person. They want to be a better person because they know, because they were ashamed of this energy. I feel I just keep hearing shallow. I really don't know what other word to use. They were valuing things that don't matter to them anymore. They don't care about money. They don't care about all the other people, your friends, other people, attention. They want true connections, true meaningful connections, and I know they want it with you. And I feel the both of you, as much as you've changed, you've almost become more the same as each other. But I really do feel that when you guys, I feel a lot of you are going to reconcile, and you finally can see each other face to face. You're going to have a lot to talk about. I mean, look at how similar these pictures look. The bird flying, you're both very intuitive. Air signs are. I feel you guys are starting to communicate, and I feel you both feel like, wow, they've really changed. And you're both thinking that about each other. But you know what's changed? The way you communicate. Because your person actually does communicate with you now. They express themselves because they actually have emotions to express now. I feel they didn't have emotions before. They just had those thoughts, those spoiled thoughts. Not really emotion, So Sister, what is the Four of Pentacles for Virgo's near future, please? The Magician. Oops, sorry. The Three of Pentacles and Death and Rebirth again. So what I really see here, I feel you're opening up to your person because you've seen they've changed too. You guys both acknowledge that both of you have changed. You know what it's going to take to make this work if you do reconcile. But you have better communication now. I'm really feeling that you guys have such deep conversations, and they're so filled with emotion and expression, and it's beautiful, I feel. Very passionate. And I feel that you guys both were trying to kind of manifest this reconciliation, as much pain as you were in. This is kind of what you both always wanted. And it's working, because you guys both are working at it. And, with Death and Rebirth here again, things changed for the worse, and now they changed for the better. This was a huge cycle. Beautiful. And I feel you're not going to really have to feel like you have to protect yourself from them anymore. You're going to trust them, and you're going to feel safe. This might change to you wanting to protect this connection. I feel you always did want to. Like I said, this is a very powerful connection. It was very painful, but it's because the love is so strong, that the pain was strong too. But I really see a lot of growth separate, but it was so funny because I just keep hearing that you both changed so much, but you became more alike. And I think that's why things are going to be so much better, especially with the communication. And I'm sorry it's loud in my house. If there's a lot of background noise, I apologize. So I'm just going to end it here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this reading. If you haven't subscribed,